Good morning, good morning, good morning, wherever you are around the world, and maybe afternoon, I don't know. But wanted to pop on here really quickly, impromptu. There's a celebration going on. If you don't know me, I'm Amber Mabry, visionary, mompreneur, and graphic designer of A Pain's Designs. And today, I want to bring a little business highlight because there's something great going on. There's a buzz happening here in Central Ohio and around the world. We are celebrating the 8th anniversary of a phenomenal PR firm led by a phenomenal, goal-driven, game-changing, winning, rocking woman by the name of Gayle Saunders. And I have the privilege, the pleasure to not only know her directly, to work with her side by side in her awesome firm, but to have known her for several years. And in light of this awesome 8th year celebration, I asked her, I said, we need some of your wisdom, Gayle. So today we're going to get a little split, few minutes in her very busy schedule to hear from the woman directly. Today, everybody congratulate, celebrate with me as I bring up the one and only Gayle Saunders. Gayle Saunders, thank you so much for being with me this morning. How are you doing?
Well, hello there, Miss Phenomenal Amber. It is great to be with you this morning. And wow, if I can get an introduction like that every day, I'll be on top of the world. So thank you.
Well, you deserve an on top of the world intro, outro, all of the above, because you are making change, you are making impact, you are thriving. That's my keyword for life. And so I just want to say thank you again for just a few moments of your time. I don't take it lightly. Time is that one resource we never get back. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Today, I just wanted to shine on you and spread you around in my community and my sphere of influence because you are making such a big impact. And I think a lot of people need to know a little bit more about you, what you offer, and a little sliver of your experience. And so, real quick, like I said, me and Gayle known each other for, I don't know, maybe 6, 7 years or so, maybe more than that. I'm not sure. But I've worked with her as her graphic designer here and there. And most recently, I'm super excited to be creative director for the Saunders PR group. And we're doing some awesome things, awesome things. We want to just shift gears and ask you a few questions about your personal experience. What are a few key things you've learned? Because you've been in business for over 30 years. So let's just put that out there, that history. What are a few key things that you have learned as a Black woman in business?
Well, thank you so much. And you're right. My career spans over 30 years in communications, PR, and crisis communications, working for big brands such as Nationwide, AT&T, City of Columbus, The Ohio State University. I could go on, but one of the things that I learned as a woman and as a Black woman in business and in this space in public relations is that it all boils down to people. Relationships really do matter. How you treat people, how you connect with people, and understanding that all people at all levels bring something to the table. So I have learned over the course of my years, and I've gotten this from one of my mentors who was an executive at Nationwide, one of the first presidents of a business entity. I watched her. When I first went to Nationwide, I would go down in the lobby and just watch people because I think you get a lot of that by watching people. And this executive, who's also a Black female, she would walk through the lobby on her way to the cafeteria, and every step of the way, from the custodial team to the entry-level employee to other executives at her level, she connected with people. She didn't care their title. She connected with people. And when I say connected with people, I watched her as she knew the custodials custodian's name. She
Mm-hmm.
engaged with him. She knew his family and what they were doing and how the family was. And so she really did take it upon herself to connect with and be authentic with all people. Now, other executives that I saw walk through that lobby did not always do that. And so to me, some of the learnings it really centers on people and making sure that you connect with people, and that when you have an opportunity, if you're in a leadership role,
Mm-hmm.
you've got to bring other people along.
Yes.
All people. And then for me, I take it upon myself to bring people who look like me along as well, and
Yes.
share what I know with them, to lift them up as well. So and of course, you've got to be about excellence. You've got to do the work. You've got to put in the work. And if there's something you don't know, it's okay to say you don't know. And then bring someone along with you who does know that space.
Yeah.
But we have to show up well.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to show up well every day
Yeah.
in whatever space that we're in. And so learn that. And then finally, when you make a mistake, own it. When you make a mistake, own it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the end of the world, but mistakes matter. And what I say is take those mistakes as learning opportunities, but you must own them. At whatever level you are, if you're the CEO, as I am, if there's something that you not done, own it. Don't pass that stuff down, own it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an entry level, you might be afraid, own it.
That's
Because
good.
it only helps you grow.
Mm.
So aside from the financial pieces that you've got to make sure that all that's right when you're in your own business, and the processes and systems that you've got to get in place, those are things that I share with you today.
Wow, so good. And you really embody that, having worked with you directly over the years and even more closely now. You really do embody that. So thank you for not being a leader that speaks that truth but not live that truth. You really do bring in, cultivate, support, thrust those of us like myself. You like, hold on, come on, you need to be creative director. And I'm like, hold on, wait, Gayle. So I love that you're always strengthening and empowering from behind and at the forefront. Other question, what keeps you focused and motivated? 30 years in business in general, but 8 years strong with this awesome, well known, by the way, PR firm. We are the premier Black-owned full-service PR firm in this region and beyond. Yes. What keeps you motivated? What keeps you thriving to keep moving forward over the years? Because it's easy to start, right? We know that. Mm-hmm. But it's really hard in business to keep going. Talk about that for a moment.
Well, I love what I do. I love every aspect of what I do. I love the writing. I love the strategy development. I love the engagement with people. And most importantly, I do feel that the work we do in communications really does in some way, particularly with many of our clients, has an impact on the greater community and lifting up the greater community. So that is a passion point for me in what I do professionally, what I do personally. It's just who I am. So I love what I do. So that keeps me motivated. And I mentioned about the fact that many of the clients that we have, they're doing big work to impact the lives of people every day. And being able to be part of that just drives me to do the best that I can as a person, and for us to do the best we can as a team. And the other thing that drives me is I love it when other people succeed. And so when you say, I pulled you along for creative director, we've known each other even before I started my business. And if you recall, you were one of the first people I contacted to help me with design in my business. Mm-hmm. And so when you see talent and you know talent, you got to groom the talent. And sometimes talent doesn't realize the talent they are, so you got to push them a little bit.
Yeah.
So I love that part of what I do, and that's important to me as well.
Awesome. And you are such a leader in all those realms. My next question here is, what advice do you share or can you share for entrepreneurs and business owners?
I'll start with this. What you don't know, accept that you don't know it, and then go find someone who does, and take in everything that they offer you. Because what I found is that when you ask people to help you and lean in on their experience and expertise, most of the time people are willing to share.
That's true.
And so it's okay. We don't know everything. We're human. It's okay to admit it and then go seek it out for what you don't know. Processes and systems are important. Shore up those gaps that you have.
Yes.
And build them up. And that might take time, particularly as your company is experiencing explosive growth. You know, sometimes those processes don't move as quickly, but you've got to share them up. The other thing that I would share is that believe in yourself. Have big, bold dreams and don't let go of them.
Yes.
It may not happen in the short term, but believe that it will happen. Believe in yourself and believe in your big dreams. And have faith. I mean, faith.
Yeah.
But we all know, and it is biblical, faith without works is dead.
Come on.
So you got to have faith, but you got to put in the work as well.
Some work too. Oh, yes. So good. Okay, let me find my last question for you. Thank you again for your time. Who are your greatest heroes and why? Talk about it.
Well, when you say greatest, I have to go to my parents and my siblings. But my parents instilled in us a determination for excellence, a commitment to the values of integrity, of having good work ethic, of being a connector of people, of being humble, and at the same time to be proud. They instilled in us the importance of volunteerism and doing great work in your community. My parents both were very active in the church. My mother was the first Black Girl Scout leader in our community. I could go on. And they were both entrepreneurs. And so my dad had his construction company. They sent, I have a wide range of siblings in terms of age range, but they sent us all to college. And this was very committed to education and reading. And so, and they also certainly taught us to believe in the higher power and really leaning on that faith all the time. And so they are my greatest heroes. I have many mentors who helped me even when I came to Columbus and still do. So I don't discount them. But my greatest heroes is Edward Connor Jr. and Callie Connor. And I am so grateful for what they instilled in me and my siblings to carry on. Oh, the other thing they taught us is that own your Blackness, be proud of your Blackness, and remember that you are demonstrating the Black community, you're representing the Black community. So when you show up and you're in spaces, make sure that you don't do anything that might close the door for others who look like you.
Wow.
So you've got to show up well, and you have to show up well in your spaces because you don't want to impact those who come behind you in a negative way. So I carry that with me to this day. And it just has meant a lot to me as we all navigate these business waters, but these community, society, and where we are, especially today in our world. So.
I'm gonna say that again for all of us. Show up, okay? I could say a lot more, but I won't. I love that. Last question here. What services does the Saunders PR group provide? Any specific things you want to highlight? We're in a brand new year, and a lot of people just may not know what all is under this premier Black-owned regional powerhouse. And I just want to give you an opportunity to share a little bit more about that, as well as how people can connect directly.
Well, I appreciate that, Amber. Thank you so much. We are a full-service PR company, so we do everything from communication strategy to writing copy. But what I like to really focus our work is on developing those communication strategies, very integrated in all that we do. We are strong in communications and crisis communications. That's a footprint that people sometimes call me the Olivia Pope of the region, but it is a space that I love to get into. And we also are very focused on communications specific to DE&I communications. And so that language and how you show up in that space. So full service, but those are some of the areas in brand management, reputation management.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And how can we find you?
You can find me on the website. We have an awesome website. I know we're undergoing.
Yes, and we're undergoing a brand new development. So if you check it out today, check it out in another week or so, because we are under a refresh. So thank you. On behalf of myself and all of those who know you, Gayle, happy 8th anniversary and many, many more years. Your leadership does not go unseen. You are one of my greatest heroes, especially in the business world, because as women in business, we know it's a lot to be in business, but also have family, you know, and people don't talk about those dynamics, but you have a powerhouse husband. Shout out to, I call him Dad Jerry now, Dad Jerry Saunders. He's doing awesome things with his business, and you guys fusing forces are a dynamic duo, and so you really do show up. And so I just wanted to tip my hat, kudos, spread love on you, shine on you, because you're doing a phenomenal job, and I'm just so happy that we are connected for life.
Can I give a shout out to my son, Jerry?
Yes, and your son. Yes, go for
it. So, shout out to him as well.
Yes, and your awesome son. And he is how old now?
He is 18. He'll be graduating this year. So he does well in school. He does well in his sports activities. And he's just a great young man, if I say so myself. But I just, he and his friends, I'm so proud of these young men in doing great things in their spaces. So proud of all of them.
Yes. Well, they're following your lead. So how can we all not be great when we're connected to great people like yourself? So thank you again. Congratulations, and have an awesome rest of your day.
Thank you. You keep shining, Amber. Thank you.
Thank you.